What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Golly Games podcast. I'm your host, Michael.
What's going on, guys? It's your other host, Naomi.
And as you guys can see, we have our homie Vicente here, which is going to be our very special guest.
Yes.
We have an amazing podcast today, all centered on God. And we're just excited to hear our buddy Vicente's story because, to be honest, guys, we've known Vicente about almost a year now. But we've only, like as you mentioned, we've only been able to talk in the gym. And it's just really cool now because y'all are going to hear the story for the first time and we're going to hear the story for the first time. And I've been super excited.
Yes. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button because we have a good story for you today. And we just hope, like I always say, I pray that this message would touch somebody today, that somebody would listen to this and just feel inspired and enlightened and healed ultimately. So
absolutely.
Let's do this. First off, I just want to say thank you, Vicente, for coming on. Mm-hmm. You are our third official guest. So, three, third time's a charm. So, thank you for coming. I just really, you are such a unique person. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're in the presence of a literal walking miracle. Okay. So,
that's what my mama be saying.
Yeah, it's actually insane. Like, I've told you this since the day I met you. I feel like there's a calling on your life. Mm-hmm. I feel like, you know, there's people who trip over rocks and they die, okay? And then you're over here having a whole... It happens. It's crazy. But you had a stroke at the age of...
It was 2020, so I'm 26 now. I'm not good with math.
Okay, yeah. So 5 years ago, 21 or so.
20?
21 or
wait,
22.
Wait. You're 26 now? Uh-huh. It was in 2020, so 5 years ago. So about 21, 22?
You know what's crazy? I was looking at my memories on Facebook. It's 5 days today.
Yo.
Yeah.
Anniversary?
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
5 days since? So 5 days. Wow, damn.
I popped up on my memories with my mom.
Yeah.
Wow.
She posted that was when it happened. It was crazy.
Dang. Can you...
How'd you feel when you saw that? Like, so... That's not the first time that you've seen the anniversary. Like,
no, yeah, I've seen it before.
You? Yeah.
Every time when I wake up, I go on Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook, and just look at like if I post something.
Yeah.
And there was when I went on Facebook on the memories. That's the thing that was that there.
Dang. Can you like walk us through basically what it was like before the incident, if you're able to recall, like leading up to the stroke? What was life like? What were you going through?
Life was bad. That probably accompanied, or how do you say the word? Accompanied? Yeah. The stroke. My life wasn't bad in the sense that like I had a bad life, but in the sense that I didn't take care of myself in the health aspect. I was born with like health issues, and I was in an incubation chamber when I was a kid for like a week, and then I was pumped with steroids, which probably started the issues. But growing up, and you know, that's when that was an excuse for most of my life, but it wasn't you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's I mean definitely like, and so you felt like from then on, was it just easier for you to like you said health complications and stuff, like in what ways? Like after the steroids, were you just, because I'm thinking that you were just like some like big ass baby. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse.
I was a big ass baby.
Yeah, I was a huge baby myself. Yeah. So like what do you mean by like what was that like after the like growing up as a child? Like tell us a little bit about that. How was your childhood?
My childhood was okay. It was just usually me, my mom, and my older brother. But like up until 13, that was the big excuse. Like, oh, it's because of the health issues. That's why he's so big. But by that time, it was like I knew that I was big because how much I ate. But that was always the default excuse on why.
Were you using it as an excuse too because you heard everybody around you saying that?
Yeah, I mean, because my mom loves me, and so she didn't want me to feel bad.
Yeah.
So that was always like, okay, well, I mean, it's because of this, it's because of that. But when I heard like early teens, I knew that's.
You're like, I'm using it as a crutch at this point. Yeah. Real quick, because you said that like life was like bad, but it's not that you necessarily had a bad life. Were you in here a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I can relate to you on that a lot.
It was a lot of, it wasn't like my life was bad in the aspect that like my life sucked. But yeah, I was in there mentally a lot because it was usually just me, my mom, and my brother. And my mom worked like the majority of her life. She was working. I mean, she's still working.
Yeah.
And it was just me and my brother, and he was only a year and a half older than me. And he was like a father figure because I didn't really grow up with my dad.
Yeah.
So whatever he was learning, I was learning, and he would pass it to me.
Yeah. But so he's trying to step up.
Yeah, so he was trying to figure it out and be a father figure. But when he would struggle, I would struggle.
Yeah. And I'm sure it was hard to be like, damn, big bro's like going through it. How am I gonna get through this? Yeah.
Because even now, he's the first one I look to whenever, like, if I'm having a problem or someone's trying to direct me to stuff, I always look to Luis. Like, yeah. If I need an approval, if he gives me the okay, I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Dang. Okay, so the day, because I remember you said that after the stroke, you became really foggy. Like it was hard to remember a lot. Do you remember the day of the stroke?
The day of, yeah. So the doctor said the day before. It happened at like 3 a.m. But the day before, I woke up like I usually do. But I had really bad vision, and the neurologist told me that morning I was probably already having the stroke.
Oh wow!
But I was a very stubborn person. I still am. But my mom was at work, and she called. She said, she called my dad. He was like, Luis is Vicente's having bad vision. He can't really see very well. She okay, take him to the hospital. But I refused to go because that's how I am. But I still went throughout my normal day. I just ate, played video games, took a nap, woke up, ate.
Yeah. Everything was same old. Yeah, I can't see a little bit.
Yeah. So, but around like 9 p.m., I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep it off. I'm gonna be fine in the morning. And then it was like 3:30 in the morning. I woke up and I couldn't feel my arm. Yeah. And
what were you woken up by?
That I just I woke up. I was tripping, I thought my arm was just asleep.
Yeah, I've done that before.
So I woke up. I was like, okay, something's wrong with my arm, but I kept repeating the same sentence. I kept saying, "I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay," but something wasn't right. And so my younger brother, we shared a room at the time. His name is Billy. He woke up. He was mad. He was pissed because he's trying to play video games. Yeah. He was like 14.
You're all repeating yourself over.
He's like, shut up. And then I was like, but he looked at me. He was like, oh, something wrong with this guy. Yeah. So he woke up my mom, and my mom she's seen a stroke before because my abuelita suffered from a couple. So she saw me and she called 911. So I actually I had 2 strokes. By the time the ambulance showed up, the first one passed. Okay. So I came back like normal. Yeah. I was having a conversation. They loaded me up in the hospital or in the ambulance. We went to the hospital. But by the time I'm in the hospital, I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm having a conversation. I can feel my arm again. I'm chilling. Yeah. And then I'm just waiting for them to put me in a room. And then.
Dang. That's the last thing you remember?
That's the last thing I remember. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dang, so that was the next stroke. So stroke came with the big one.
Yeah. And so, what was happening during that time that you were out? Like, what did they explain to you that had happened?
They said that the first stroke was in my heart, and there was a blockage, and I had a minor heart attack, but not like enough to really like mess me up. Right. And then when it traveled, the blockage moved, and it traveled to the part of your brain that your speech and stuff like that. That's why if you guys ever talk to me, I stutter sometimes. Okay. Or I can't think up a word, so I ask you guys, "What's that word?"
Bro, we're like that all the time. We
you have an excuse. Like,
so that's the part that got affected. Yeah. So that's what the neurologist told me.
Okay. Yeah. Got you. Dang, that's great. At least you were at the hospital when that happened.
Yeah, man.
Because I could only imagine. And so then, were you like in a coma for a bit, or did you wake up like the next day, or when did you regain consciousness?
I was in the ICU for about 2 weeks. I don't know how long I was until I woke up. Mm-hmm. But when I did wake up, I was blind.
Dang.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was blind.
Like completely blind,
Yeah,
or like
I
everything's blurry. I see light, but it's blurry.
No, yeah, I wasn't blind where I couldn't see, but I could see. But it was like you know in movies when like stuff happens and you're the actors like it's all
yeah.
Like that.
Oh wow.
But the whole time I couldn't see very well, and I just remember being cold all the time. You know, hospitals are cold.
Yeah.
And are you having thoughts at that time besides like the feeling of the coldness? Like, are you thinking like, are you scared?
Yeah, like what are you thinking the moment you wake up? You know, like
I was tripping because I didn't know where I was.
Yeah.
Because my brain just got all mushy and stuff like that. So I had this weird thought that someone was trying to take my organs.
Whoa.
Oh,
yeah, it was weird, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember being cold. I couldn't see very well, and people kept transferring me to different rooms, and I thought I was like those freezer trucks where they haul.
I
thought I was in one of those.
Oh,
waiting
damn!
For someone to take my stuff.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Dang.
And so you wake up in the ICU. Like, is there family around you? It's just all doctors.
No, because you remember it's 2020. It's peak COVID.
Oh,
you can't be around nobody.
Whoa. That changes
Damn,
everything.
bro. Yeah.
You can't be around nobody.
Yeah.
So they would update my mom. But
how are they treating you, man?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Pomona Valley is trash.
Dang. Good to know.
And that's why they call it Death Valley, bro. Pomona Valley is a shitty hospital.
Yeah.
They would forget to feed me. They were supposed to give my mom like our hourly updates, or video call sometimes, but they would forget.
Dang. I wonder if Sonia went to that one.
No, I think she went. I don't know. I have to ask.
Just had
our landlord also just had a stroke herself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
but they treated her bad.
Really bad.
Oh yeah, bro. Pomona.
Like they were trying to get the nerve, and the nurse was getting frustrated, so she was like jabbing her a bunch of times.
It was terrible. It's like sometimes one time it was my lunch time, and I guess they were in a rush or they didn't have enough staff, so she just went in my room and she said, "Here, this is yours," and just put it on my chest and walked out the room. Bro, I'm sorry. Pomona Valley sucks.
Dang, good to know. I'm not taking myself there or anyone there.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I think the worst part that happened is that that was going along, but my family had just got evicted. So my mom was trying to find a place, and she was trying to take care of all that. My mom had a lot on her shoulders.
Yeah, your mom's a strong woman.
Oh yeah,
man.
my mom is the rock in the family. And I think that the reason it sucks so bad is because she, at one point, she broke. I mean, who wouldn't? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, and being that your mom is strong, right? Was this rare that you see your mom break?
No
No
one would see
okay.
my mom break, bro. Since when I was a kid to now, like, I think other than that time, I've never really like have her like shut down.
Wow.
She's always been the unit, like.
Because she had to be.
Yeah. That's incredible. Because I know too, like for a single mom for a while too, before you have your stepdad now. Yeah. But still though, like going through that, and so your mom, I mean, she's just probably just so happy to have her son. Like she's not even. I mean, as I'm not a mom yet, but I could only imagine like your son's here. That's
he's
even
breathing,
like whatever. We'll figure out everything else, but also, so you're getting evicted at that time, and someone who's getting evicted they're tripping about it and they're like stressed and probably feeling really low, but then something happens where like their son almost dies. It's like, who cares even about the eviction? Like, bro, I got my son now. It's weird how like when two bad things happen, like when more bad things happens, you actually have this like reverse effect where you're like, bro, we could just all lose our life right now.
Yeah,
like, let's not worry about the materialistic stuff.
And question before we continue, what's your relationship with God at this point? Do you believe in God or don't believe in God?
At that point, I was mad at God. Not because of me, because in 2016, that's when I lost my abuelita. And she was like, she had her whole life in faith. Even before my whole family came here from Mexico, everything of her life was for church.
And you're around 16, 17 when your abuelita passes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was mad at the time.
Understandably. Yeah, of course. And so you're upset with him. You go through this. Are you even more upset?
Because I was only in the rehabs or the intensive care for 2 weeks, and then they transferred me to a rehab center. It was I don't remember where it's at. I was there for about 2 months. That's when, because the part that got affected in my brain was the motor part.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had to relearn how to walk,
relearn everything,
how to talk, everything like that. I was mad at God in the fact that, if he's almighty, why he let this happen? But then I had a lot of, because I was alone a lot in that room.
Yeah.
But then as I started thinking back, like, okay, yeah, he could have made that not happen, but I could have made it not happen too if I took care of myself.
Oh, wow. Accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah. What were you going to say something?
No. So you come to that realization and you're kind of like, all right, I also have a little bit of responsibility in this too. And I feel you, bro, because like I think about that too.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I was in my head myself. I'm like, I was just telling my little brother this when I hung out with him. I said, when I was a teenager, I was like, why did you give me a dad? Like, you're supposed to be this awesome God, and I have this dad who's just kind of like not in my life as much, And it wasn't until I was about 30 years old did I realize, like, oh, God put me through this because there was a purpose for it, But at the same time, instead of shaking my fist at God, I'm like, oh, I also had a responsibility in it myself too, And I think that really helped me get over some of the animosity I had towards God. So in this rehab center, you come to this acceptance of like, okay, I had a part in it too, right?
Cause I mean, I've been big my whole life. I topped out at 525. That's huge, bro. Like, you big. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm still big, but I was
big.
I was massive, bro.
Yeah.
If I would go to work. I would eat before I went to work. I would eat at work. I would eat after work. I would bring snacks to eat at work. Like soda, all that. And then I would come home at like 4 or 5 in the morning. I was after overnight security guard. I would come back. I would hop on the game, play the game until like
munch while you're
eat while I'm eating or while I'm playing the game, and then I will fall asleep on my chair.
Oh damn!
And it got to the point where my legs were so swollen I couldn't even put socks on. They were huge.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Like I was basically killing myself.
Yeah.
Like I could have stopped that. I could have, but I didn't.
Right. I've been there. I've been like, we and Suhail always have a joke because like we both been big, but there was one point where like I went on my weight loss journey, and then I became like, I got an eating disorder where I was like binging and purging, and I would do the same thing, but like I would throw it up basically. Yeah. But I know what that's like to just be in like a cycle, and like it's so hard to break it because it just feels, it's like all your brain can think about. It just becomes an addiction. Yeah. It's literally an addiction.
That's what I was saying. Like people think that food's not addiction. It is.
Absolutely, absolutely,
it's an addiction. Especially now with all the like stuff they put in it to make us even
like,
more.
Ever since I met her, I really stopped eating like Hostess donuts and like snacks because I would go get gas. I'm like, oh, I want a snack, and I go get it. And when I started eating clean and not eating that stuff, I'd go like 3 months without eating a donut, and then I eat a donut, and then the next day I'm like, yo, I want a donut.
Snap right back.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, dang, it's crazy. So I want to get back to it. So you're in the rehab center. At what point in your mind, I mean, you come to that acceptance, and then at what point do you say, okay, something has to change?
Yeah, I was in there for 2 months. I think halfway through the first month, I was like, because I was sulking a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they would take me up, or they would take me into the chair, and they would put me. There was a specific room for the physical part, and I would just kind of sit there.
Yeah.
like, Mr. Asensio, you gotta at least try something, It's like, no, I don't want to do nothing. Take me back to the room.
You feeling like depressed at that point?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, what am I here? And then they would give, like, you would have to sign something so you could have a video call with a family member, and I would have a video call with my mom and my dad. Kind of depends. Sometimes it was a mom, sometimes it was my brother. So one of the homies would come over sometimes, and then I noticed that if I don't do better, they were gonna release me, and I would be codependent on someone in the family. I don't want to do that. I'm about to be in my 20s. I don't want someone wiping my butt, bathing me, feeding me. I mean, I'm a grown ass person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, okay, now I got to try. And so I refused to leave that Rahib Center without being able to walk.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I left but I had a walker, but
right, but on your own power.
It counts,
yeah, on your own power, bro. That's awesome. And so you're out of the hospital. At what point do you feel like, all right, I want to get a trainer, and I actually want to take control of my life and make a change?
That makes me laugh because by the time I got released, we were living in a different house.
Okay.
I was tripping.
Around where? What city?
Where I'm living right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I was tripping though. I was like, where are we going?
Right, because the last time you were
I was
out.
Yeah. Mom was like, we're going home. I was like, this is where we live.
You're all, the rehab didn't work, bro.
But it all started because we were in the backyard. I still needed my walker, and my little brother, he would when I wasn't using it, he would just roll with it like a scooter.
Yeah, like how you do in a cart at the shop. Yeah.
And he broke it.
Oh my god, bro.
I feel like I have no choice now.
Yeah, so now I got to figure out how to walk without it. And it took me a bit, but that's because this is the affected side. So I had a really big limp. It was like really stiff. And so after a while, it's like, you know what? I got used to it. And then I remember that Elijah was a coach, and we talked about it for a while.
Did you know him before?
Yeah, we met in high school.
Oh, okay.
I think I met him my junior year.
Okay.
Sophomore year? Junior year. And he was already like in that process when it's in high school. And so we talked for a while, and then I signed up with him. And then they moved to Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. And then it's just like, I've seen you because we work out at the same gym, and just to see you like deadlifting, no straps, 315 pounds. Like, did you ever think that you would be doing things like that?
Nah. Because I've tried, like before, when I was a teenager. I mean, we've signed up to gyms. And then like after a month, I was just, I don't need it. I'll be all right. But yeah, when I started seeing actual progress, I was like, shit, I can do this.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember you telling me almost about a year ago, you're like, oh, I'm gonna be going to my to what is it called? Like it's Catholic school, but what was the?
I forgot what it's called, but yeah, it was to be my niece's godfather.
Yeah, can you tell us about like? I want to come back to the whole story about your grandma, because I know she was such a big influence in your life and like to you getting to faith. Can you tell us about that? Like, why did you feel inspired to do this Catholic school?
Well, yeah, at first when I signed up, I was like, okay, I gotta be Olivia's godfather. It was mostly for my sister-in-law's family, because they were like really religious.
Yeah.
And I started it just for that purpose, just to get that label and stuff like that. And then like stuff just started clicking. You know what I mean?
Are you still mad at God when you're signing up?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But
you're like you kind of cool.
Yeah.
I guess.
Let me give you a chance. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm still here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe that's thank you. I'm still here.
Yeah.
And then there was a thing we had to do. We had to choose a saint, and then we had to research about it and then present. And I was going through all the saints, and I was like, and I stopped. I was like, wait, Saint Teresa. That's my grandma's name. That's Felice's name. I was like, okay, cool. And I clicked on it, and I was looking through it, and I was like, her birthday's on October 15th. I was like, holy shit, that's my grandma's name. Or birthday. That's my birthday too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that maybe she talking to me a little bit.
Yeah.
So
wow.
everything just started clicking.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah,
bro.
okay.
I know your abuelita's like, eso, mijo. Yeah, like she's like excited. Yeah.
Like she used to drag me to church. I used to just went just out of respect.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, man, you don't understand. Yeah, you know,
Church
you're looking at the glass window, and Catholic churches are dope, bro.
Yeah,
so you're
they
like
big.
this. Yeah.
Do you ever
definitely.
talk to your abuelita still?
Oh yeah, at least once a night.
Oh, I love that so much. And do you feel like after you had completed the schooling, did you feel like more connected to her?
That's why I started wearing this.
What is that?
This is my grandpa's ashes.
Oh wow.
And then this is it's a charm she gave me. It's Villain or the Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she gave it to me, you know, like the year before she started passing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, I know she's like just smiling down from heaven, just so happy. So
things start clicking for you. It's the birthday. It's the saint that has the same name as your aunt and as your grandma.
Yeah.
And so you attend school. What are the other things that just start kind of clicking for you?
I think one thing that really tripped me out is I went on a trip with my biological father.
Yeah.
And my brother, and we were on this hike, and I was like, you know what? And I strayed away from everybody, just went on a little walk by myself. And I was like, you know what? And I was talking to her because when I'm alone, I talk to her.
Yeah.
You know, just talking like around her.
Yeah.
And I was, you know, Alita, how you doing? You know, I miss you. Da, da, da. You know, hopefully, you know I'm here. You know, hopefully I know you're listening. And a butterfly just landed on my wrist.
Yo.
Straight up. If you go on my Instagram, there's a picture of it right there.
Yeah.
I was tripping, bro.
did you cry?
Of course I
Of
can.
course,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Aw,
That- I
that's
was
so
like,
beautiful.
I was like, oh, Melissa, my sister-in-law. I was like, Melissa, take a picture. You took a picture. I was like, no, go away.
I'm about to cry. Go away.
And I just kind of sat there for a minute, just crying.
Yeah, of course. You can't. That's so overwhelming to like that confirmation right there.
Yeah.
I love butterflies. I say that all the time because you have that. And so now that you're done with the schooling, how do you feel about God? How do you feel about like where's your relationship at with him?
I don't go to church, but I do in my room at night. No one really knows because they're gonna make fun of me, like the homies and stuff. But I go in my room
Hey, bro, I bet your homies ain't brave enough to sit in that chair and be vulnerable. So
Dylan, Anthony. Well, yeah, I go in my room. I get the little Bible they gave me, and my rosary.
yeah.
I don't want to. I don't think it's praying. I just be talking.
Yeah.
Bro, that's what it
That's
is.
what
Relationship
prayer
is just
is.
Yeah,
it's
that
just
is
talking.
praying.
Yeah.
I just be talking
Yeah.
to her. And
Yeah.
then just
She's the
like-
one who taught me, man, like that prayer doesn't have to be like structured and it has to have a beginning, middle, and end. She encouraged me from the beginning. She's like, just talk to him. He just wants you to
Sick
talk.
ass fool.
Sick ass fool, I'm telling you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like your best friend, you know, and so yeah, you're just speaking from the heart.
So you and God are on talking terms.
Yeah, we chilling now. We
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
That's dope, man. Has
Yeah.
has he revealed anything to you as far as like answering your question when you were going through, you know, the stroke and all that before that? Has he revealed anything to you as far as like why he put you through certain situations or why certain things happened?
I don't think so, but I think he saved my life. After the stroke, it was like 2022. Cause I have like effects now, like side effects. Like I have seizures here and there, not like shaky like convulsion or seizures. I just kind of get lost. How they call it? There's a name for it.
Like things just become foggy. All the senses.
They get foggy, and then like I lose vision in this eye. And like, I can hear people talking to me, but I can't really reply. I'm just kind of looking around. And then this arm just kind of start tweaking a little bit.
It's just misfiring, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The brain's like,
yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was in what hospital I was in. Whatever's closer to me. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what hospital it is, but I was in there for about 3 days, and I was having a seizure, and the doctors rush in, the nurses rush in, and then I flatlined.
What?
Yeah, I was.
What? Like
when was
full flatline?
And like mid 2020.
Okay, and this is already after you.
Yeah, this is after the
Yeah,
stroke.
it was way after.
I'm
yeah.
walking, I'm talking, I'm working out, I'm exercising, I'm eating right. I'm going on trips with my family. I'm seeing my grandma Nancy, and then I was in there. My mom, because of how traumatic the COVID was and how she couldn't see me, every time it happened, she with me. All the time.
Yeah.
So that happened at the hospital.
Yeah.
What's with you having the most crazy stuff? You're already at the hospital.
Yeah.
It's like, get him a room.
So like I flatlined.
Crazy.
I think I flatlined for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
But it tripped me out because people say when you die, your whole life flashes and stuff like that. It didn't happen to me.
Can you remember anything at all? Was it like anything like maybe similar to a dream? How sometimes you have a dream but you can't like really remember, but something happened.
I was like me watching myself watch me.
Oh wow!
Like outside, out of body.
Yeah. Like I was like I was looking at my mom. Well, I could see my mom. She was in shock. She wasn't like crying or anything. She was just kind of like, my son just died.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
not there
yet.
yet.
I looked to the left, and then the nurses are doing CPR. And then I look up, and my abuelita and my grandpa are just looking at me.
No.
Yo,
Straight
that's
up.
Are
crazy.
you serious?
Straight up.
So was that like confirmation for you that like the spirit world is like there?
But they weren't looking at me in the sense like they're like, oh, like, come on, it's.
Come with me.
Yeah, but they were kind of looking at me like.
We're watching you. Like we're,
you here, but.
you're
not
good.
yet.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Wow. Are you kidding?
That's crazy.
It was
bro.
trippy.
I'm like very, very fascinated with like all those like near death experiences and the testimonies of that because I heard that one thing that it's like, the whole life flashes before your eyes is not really what it is. And there's not fear in that moment too. Like it's like, but that outer body is just so interesting.
Yeah, because I wasn't scared. I was kind of looking at myself like, damn, I died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Like,
Did you know you were dead? Was that like clear or?
I don't know. I didn't know if I was dead, but I was looking at myself. It was like, why she doing that to me?
Yeah,
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, like it took you a minute, and so it was 5 minutes. Did it feel like 5 minutes?
Nah, for me, it felt like I was watching it, and then I just snapped back into my body. It was weird.
Wow.
And then they put me into the ICU, and then they, what like sleep apnea machines are?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was like that, but it was like stronger.
Mm.
Like,
Okay.
I had to be on it the whole time,
Okay.
and the nurses would get mad at me because. When I wake up in the morning, I just take it off because that's my routine. But I would wake up and I'll turn it off, but I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
So it would start beeping, and the nurse would run in, why are you taking it off? Like, sorry.
That is habit.
Yeah, dang, that's crazy. So you're like you fully died in that moment. And so when you come back from that, are you able to still walk, or did you have to relearn everything?
No, I went back to where I was already.
Wow.
It was a little trippy, but because I had this thing, I was still there for like another 4 days after. Just the neurologist wanted to keep making sure
Monitoring.
But yeah, like my brain was okay. But I was seeing shit still. Like I was awake, but there's like if you're in a hospital, there's a curtain that you can pull back. When they took blood one time and they didn't pull the curtain back, so you can just see through the window. But I don't know why it was like a not kindergarten. Yeah, kindergarten room with like a bunch of kids just painting. That's what I was. Yeah, it was like what I was seeing. I was like, what the hell is am I okay?
Yeah.
Dang.
What do you think that was?
I don't know.
That's very interesting.
It's very interesting. And out this window is like, it's just you fall, right? I'm assuming you're in a hospital and you're certain levels. There's nothing outside.
Supposed to be
that
like
window?
buildings and like what was actually outside.
No, on the right, it was just.
Oh, in the room
it
with
was
you.
in the room.
In
yeah,
the room with you.
So it was just. That's the hospital, but I was looking at like kids run around and do painting, like you would be in like a kid room as high school.
Wow.
It was weird.
That's crazy.
I want to point something out that you said. You see your abuelita and your abuelito, and you see all these things happening, but you said you didn't have, like, you weren't fearful. Like, you didn't
I wasn't
feel
scared.
fear.
I was just tripping. I was just kind of confused, looking around like.
But you're at peace almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I wasn't scared. I was just looking around.
That's crazy. That's so
Damn, bro. And your mom, is she heavy in her faith?
No.
Like your abuelita?
Mm-mm.
No.
Is your abuelita your mom's mom, right?
Yeah, my mom's
Okay.
mom. My mom kind of broke away from like church and stuff. She never was really in about that stuff.
Gotcha.
Not like my tias.
Oh, okay.
Like my tia Inez is like, after my abuelita passed, she was like the next grandma.
Oh, okay.
She takes care about everything.
Yeah. And what about your siblings?
No.
So you're the
I'm the
only
one.
one.
You're the one right now.
And that's why they
you're the pioneer.
They make fun of me a lot.
Yeah. Wow.
When I started school to be the godfather, it's like, you better not come back all saved and start talking about God all the time.
Wow.
How can you not though? Well, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
How can you not? After everything that you've been through, man. And I want to say this about you, man. It's like, I can definitely see how in your story and in your life, you were angry with God and you're saying, why me? Why would you put me through this? And I think one of the hard pills that I had to swallow when I've had those questions with God is God tells me, why not you?
Yeah.
You know, because one thing that's crazy, bro, is like, Naomi and I talk about you all the time, how much you inspire us. Excuse me.
Weird ass fool.
Because not only just that story, man, and how like Naomi said at the beginning of the podcast, somebody trips over a rock and they fall and it's the end of the world to them. Mm-hmm. You go through all this, and when I first met you, I'm like, I like Vicente. Like, I really love his energy. Like, he's really dope. Like, you come up, you're very loving. You're like, what's up, bro? And you're funny. You know what I mean? You love to crack jokes. And I'm like, yo, that stroke didn't break him. But then on top of that, I see you working, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I see you working and grinding harder than some people who are blessed to have, like, a good, athletic physique, and they're just like complaining. It's like, Vicente ain't in here complaining, bro. Yeah. He's in here shirt drenched going up to Elijah. What's next? What's next?
Yeah,
we're done. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna hit the speed bag for a little bit. Like, you are one of the hardest workers, bro. And like, you inspire the heck out of us, especially on days where we don't want to do things. And I'm like, well, yo, Vicente's out here getting it. So I know that sometimes we can be prisoner of the moment and we think like, why me? But we don't. It's because we're so stuck in our own head. It's hard for us to see who's watching us.
Yeah. Right.
And we watch you, bro. We watch you every day, and it inspires the heck out of us. And when you told me you were getting into your faith, like, I'll tell you this, bro. That meant so much to me in that moment.
Yeah.
Because I'm new to this faith walk. And one thing that I love about anything, whether it's Marvel, gym, videography, anything that like I think that is cool, I love community. I want to be able to share these wins with somebody. So when you had shared with me that you were going to start your school and getting into your faith, it encouraged me because I was like, oh, another brother in Christ is coming with me. I'm like, I got another soldier with me, like another thing that I can bond with.
I remember that too when I told you were like, what? And you started getting all hyper and stuff.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because I was, man. Like I again, community is very, very big, right? And so I know that when somebody comes to Christ, if everybody in heaven is cheering, why can't I cheer here too? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the biggest victory.
Yeah, and I feel like for me, like I realized that everything that we're dealing with on like what is this all for? Like, what are we doing here? You know, kind of thing. I ask myself these questions. It's like, we really have like a short lifespan for it just to be like done. And I feel like there's more to life. And so the reason why I lean so much into my faith is because I'm like, all this stuff is going to pass away, but like God is forever. And I hear your story and I can only think about like, you know, God meets us where we're at, and he knows you're stubborn. He knows I'm stubborn, and we have different levels of stubbornness. And sometimes, you know, you ask the question, like, I'm hearing your story, and I hear that, like, you know, your mom's not in the faith anymore. She left the faith. Your brothers are like, they more are down to clown it because, you know, and I get that too. And then you have this connection. You've always had this, whether your connection with God was strong or not, you always had this connection to your abuelita. Mm-hmm. And I feel like your abuelita she was strong in the faith. So I would believe that she is interceding for you, meaning she's praying for you, like, because that would probably be like the deepest wish is like, I just want Vicente to have that relationship with God, because she knows, because she's there. So she knows that like this is actually what's going to pull him through this toughest time of his life. Mm-hmm. And I just think about it and I'm like, man, it's crazy that just everything you've been through, just to me sounds like God is trying to get your attention. It's like, I'm going to send him a miracle that he can't have any other choice than to be like, okay, everyone's telling me I'm still here for a reason, and leave you with that question of, why am I still here? And I know you've sat with that question, so I want to lead to that. Like, when you sit with that question, why am I still here? What do you think now?
You know, when I think about that question, I think about, because I've always struggled with myself, mm-hmm. but people lean on me a lot, and I feel like maybe that's why I was put here. Mm-hmm. You know, my mom leans on me a lot, especially now, with everything that's going on, and like my dad. I mean, he's my stepdad, but I call him dad. My daddy, mm-hmm. he's cool, but he's not really reliable. Hmm. And then my older brother moved out. You know, he has a little family now, his own family. And so my mom needs that responsibility in the house because she works a lot. And then I think the major thing, the biggest thing that happened, that the reason I'm still here and the reason I survived all this, the year it happened is when my niece was born. Mm.
That's not a coincidence, bro. I know where this is going.
It's not a coincidence, man. Yeah.
That's not a coincidence.
And it's so crazy because, first of all, that was a great question. And then your response is exactly how this is just my own personal opinion based off your story. I think that's why God has you here. Yeah. I was actually surprised that you said that your mom kind of fell away from the faith and that all your brothers in your family kind of clown on you. Mm-hmm. But there's I don't know if you've read about this, but like in the Old Testament, you know, with Joseph, right? He has 11 brothers, and they actually clown on him too. In fact, they get him and they ship him off to Egypt, and now you have Joseph in Egypt. And what God does is He points him as like the Pharaoh's right hand man. Same thing with King David. King David is the runt of the family. He's a bastard son, and instead of choosing the 7 older brothers who are of bigger stature, who are better, like no, God chooses him. So. Same thing with your niece. I also too believe, man, like your purpose is here and God is showing you, yo, I want you here. Yeah. And the fact that people lean on you, I see that God is trying to shape you into being a leader, bro. And I also kind of see you have these like little bit of like reluctancy to share your story or not to get clowned on. But I'm going to tell you, bro, no, be bold about that, bro. Yeah. Be bold about that. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can take that life away from you. Nobody can take your experiences away from you. Your story is so unique, Vicente. And when you can stand bold and be a soldier of Christ and proclaim His might and proclaim His glory, everybody who leans on you is like, well, damn, if God is the thing that Vicente leans on, it's like maybe I should take a look at that too.
Mm-hmm. And that's also just an encouragement to even lean more on God, because the reality of the fact is you're still dealing with some of the after effects, taking the medication, and
medication is ass.
Yeah, and I know it is. And like still fighting. You're still fighting in this fight. And I know that there's only one that your own strength is going to run out at a lot of the times. I mean, my strength runs out all the time. His strength runs out all the time. But God is our he is our strength, and he's our refuge when we're like cooked. Like I go to God so much just to strengthen me. And I think that I just want to encourage you as your sister to lean into that. And when those times when you are alone, really just talking to him and just praying like, God, I know that we've been through a lot, and take your wrestles to him too. Like take your beef to him. Like,
Absolutely.
like the things that you feel like, cause he's not afraid of that. And I just want to encourage you as we end this podcast.
Yeah. And another encouragement, the fact that you saw your abuelita and abuelito, know that they are also in cahoots with God and trying to work with you too.
That's
I
exactly
think about that too. That was some trippy stuff.
That was a gift, man. That was a gift. A lot of us lose loved ones and we don't know if they made it or not. Mm-hmm. God showed you they're here with me. Mm-hmm. So then you know that when God's talking to you, abuelita and abuelito's influence is also there too.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, thank you,
dude.
Bro.
Thank you for sharing, man.
Yeah,
that was great, man. I was in it. I was like locked in the whole time.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
This is crazy.
I know. Once the camera's covered, I'm gonna ask a couple more questions. All right.
Want to end it there, bub?
Yes.
All right, guys.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, we want to thank our brother Vicente for coming here and being vulnerable and sharing his story with us and sharing it with you guys. And we hope that you guys took something from that. We love you. If you've already made it to this part of the podcast, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on the post notifications if you haven't. That way you can catch every podcast when it's uploaded. And if you haven't checked us out on Spotify, we're also there too. We'll see you next week, everybody. Go out and get your godly gains.
Flex like
Start
this.
game banging on you, my bad.
Oh, also, make sure to hit up Vicente. We're going to put his Instagram in the bio as well as right there as well.
All we're going to talk about is my goddaughter, for real.
For real. But also, it's just if you need some gym motivation, for sure, we got you. Vicente's on there right there. Which, yeah. All right. We'll see you guys.
Shirt off and everything.
The shirt off, the blouse off.